Okay, here we are. We're back to another brew day. I seem to have a lot of brew days lately. Gonna brew Caribou Slobber, second time around. First time around, excuse me. First time around seemed to be really alcohol, high in alcohol, and the company said it wasn't supposed to be, so they had a pick guarantee and they sent me the kit. But it has gotten better over time. This is it, and we're going to do a tasting next to Bell's Best Brown Ale. We're going to pour both of these and try them side by side. This is supposed to be, according to a lot of the reviews, a clone of Moose Brew, which is Big Sky Brewing out of Montana, I think, or something like that. Well, I'm running the sink over there, doing a hot water bath for my liquid malt extract. I've had the Caribou Slobber, and I was going to get some for today. This local store didn't have any. Do a side by side with that. Well, I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's even close. I mean, it's a brown ale, but I don't think it's close. So I thought, well, I'll test it out against this one here and just see the difference between the two. So, pardon me just a second. I gotta shut the water off. We're going to have a flood. Okay. Now you don't have to listen to the noise of the sink going on. So anyways, I've got a few bottles of this Caribou Slobber left. I'm going to pretty much do the same routine I did before. 2 weeks primary, 2 weeks secondary, 2 weeks in the bottle. But actually, if you're going to brew this beer, my recommendations is once you put it in the bottle, let it sit there for 4 weeks because it gets better. It mellows out in time. I've seen a couple of reviews online that some people don't really care for it. I saw one review where a person didn't really care for the Caribou Slobber, and I mean, that's okay. Everybody's taste is different. I think it's become a lot better beer than what it was. Are there better browns out there? Kits? Probably. Would it be better in an all grain version? I don't know. I've never done all grain, so I can't really tell you, anything about the all grain world as far as whether that would be better or not. So, anyways, let's pour them and see the difference. See if there's some difference in flavor in these. So, this is my Caribou here. I have some leftover bottles of it. And I'm also going to try to pour this fast here. I'm also going to save some for when this batch is done. This bottle didn't seem to foam up that much. Some do and some don't. It just depends. I don't know why. But there's my Caribou. It does have a really nice color. It has the the roasty, chocolatey tones, and a lot of that comes from it's got some pale chocolate in it, some black malt, some caramel in this specialty grain. So that's given a lot of it, the color, and it's got 3 hop additions in it. Goldings, ounce of Goldings for 60, ounce of Liberty for 45, an ounce of Willamette for 15 minutes. So it's probably got the most hop additions of any beer that I've ever made, and it's got a little bit of a sparkling amber dry malt that goes in it, along with the 6 pounds of amber malt, which is over in the sink. So let's pour this Best Brown, and we'll see. I'm sure it's going to foam up more. Ooh, a lot lighter in color. It's a lot lighter in color, I'll say that. A lot lighter. You can see them here. The Bell's on the left, Caribou on this side. I will say that the Moose Drool is very dark like this. Anyway, let's try it. This beer, when it was first opened, it was very, that's all you could really taste was the alcohol. Alcohol and a bit of chocolatiness to it, but that's all you could taste. This alcohol is really smoothed out in time as far as the flavor. The other flavors are coming through more. It's a good beer, you know. It's not, you know, doesn't have a lot of malty body to it, but you know, it's a good beer as far as I'm concerned. It's not too heavy that you can't have another one, just like the little advertisement for it says. So with that, let's try the Bell's Best. Really nice color. Almost I have an American Amber down in the fridge that looks very similar to this. So it's a bit sweeter. Very good. A bit sweeter. I think I'm picking up a little chocolate, a little caramel, a little more caramely than this one. This one's got some caramel 80 in it in the specialty grains, but maybe this one just has a little bit more caramel. Very good though. Very good. A little bit of a maltiness to it. A little bit, not a lot. But it looks a lot like my American Amber extract. Kind of a cross between that and my red ale. But this is definitely a dark brown color. More of that. A little bit more of that black malt dryness coming through on this one. This one has more of a sweeter flavor. Anyways, while I'm talking away here and my water's boiling away, I should probably check my temperature. I'm going to try to keep this, yeah, we're at 100 and, yeah, we're climbing 120. 120. So I should probably get my San Diego Zoo Cup, my famous San Diego Zoo Cup, and get some specialty grains ready. I have a helper here, Indy the cat. And the difference with these two, the first time I brewed this, I used this Windsor dry yeast. So it's not going to be a similar comparison when I compare these two later. This time I'm going to do the Y yeast Smack Pack, 1332 Northwest Ale. So that is going to give it a little bit different flavor, and we'll see. You know, we'll be able to see the difference in between the two yeasts. I thought I ordered it with this one, and then I thought, you know what, let's just try it with something different, and then compare the two, and then if I ever want to brew this again, I'll know which way I want to go. So, but I'm pretty much going to do the 2-week primary, 2-week secondary. I'm going to put it in the bottles, and I think I'm going to let it set for a good month before I even open it. You know, I always get a few testers here and there that I'll probably test, you know, at the 2-week mark just to see where it's at, and then go from there. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to turn this down a bit and get my San Diego Zoo Cup. I really got to get me a thermometer that hangs on the side so that I don't have to keep putting that in, so I have to go over there. Really need to get a better thermometer, like I said, for the side. And there it is, the famous San Diego Zoo Cup, straight from San Diego, back in 2012, 2004 I was in California. Went to the San Diego Zoo. Nice zoo, very nice zoo. Always remembered seeing it on, Johnny Carson. He would always have somebody from the San Diego Zoo bringing an animal or some sort of pet, and as a kid, watching that late night in the summer. Oh, there's the phone. Anyway, that's my brew day for today. So I could probably keep right on talking here, but I think that's what I'm going to do, is go answer the phone, so hang on.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Apparently it was no one important. I got no incoming call, and they did not leave a message, so most things come over my cell phone anyway. I hardly ever use the home phone anymore. We're approaching 1:30, so if I get this in the bag here, get it going, we'll be all set. Anyways, I'm going to try to keep this short today. I just wanted to kind of do a round 2 of the Caribou. Kind of make a video of me doing this beer again, and kind of a comparison. These don't really, they're very opposite of each other. This has more of a sweet flavor. This still has that roasty, very slightly dry flavor. A little more malty on this one. And you can see this one's not really gaining much of a, it's not retaining a lot of head. Very similar that way, but of course this is commercial and this is homebrew extract. I like it a lot better now than when I did before, and I might just stay an extract brewer. I thought about making the jump to all grain. A lot of equipment to buy. It's going to add extra time to a brew day. I'm thinking maybe not. Although I do want to get some sort of a barley crusher or something like that, so that I can buy local grains and come up maybe with more of my own kits or own recipes for kits. Because really, I've made 10 extract batches up to this point. This is number 10. And only one of those was a kit that I put together myself, which actually turned out pretty good. I think I'm just going to stick with the kits for now. I don't mind doing the kits, and I make it's a pretty darn good beer. Of course, not ever making all grain before. I don't really have anything to compare it to in the all grain world, so maybe I would make an all grain batch and say, man, I'll never go back to extract unless I have to. I don't know if there's that big of a difference in flavor. They say there is, but I don't know. I can't say for sure. So put 25 minutes on here, and we'll get these going for 25 minutes. A lot of grain dust in this grain packet, I've noticed both times around, so there'll be a lot of junk laying on the bottom when I get done. And we're at 150, and I got this on, I'll turn it down to about 3. I just want to hold the temperature in the 155, 160 range for 25 minutes, and then we'll be done. So anyways, I said I would keep this short. I don't know how long I've been rambling here, but just a little bit more about this Caribou. It says it's a 1052 OG beer. Okay, original gravity is of 1052. When I got this, when I did my final gravity reading, I had 10,002. Unless I read things wrong, and basically the company said you shouldn't have gotten that low of a gravity with this dry yeast. So they thought there was probably some sort of wild yeast strain that may have gotten in there, bacteria or something, but I don't know. I could have read it wrong. Could have been 1020 instead of 10002. So it was putting it at about 6.5% alcohol. And it was very heavy in the beginning, like I said before. So anyways, we'll see. I'll keep better records this time. Most times I hit the mark dead on for the OG, and the final usually comes out pretty good. I have pretty good efficiency for being a brand new extract brewer. But maybe I wrote it down wrong. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I just didn't quite look at it right. So with that, I'm going to sign off and finish these two wonderful beers. So see you later.